You know, we hear main Spider King, aka the villain of the Border Cartel. Follow Facebook, IG, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch. We'll be back on Twitch. Don't worry. At WA2K4. But here at Afro Comic 765 and watching the great 3-episode rule. Reviewing that Ninja Kamui. We did episode 1 early just for the hype. Now that episode 3 is out, everybody saw it. Now we can give the full-on review.
Yeah.
So, just to recap the first episode, you see the the Caucasian family, they're out in the fields, growing that corn, just living the life out there, and not much. It looks like a wholesome little John
playing guitar by the fire.
Yeah, birthdays and Tiger Man and shit like that, and then become the big baddie ninjas, kill the family. They off the family.
The white ninja with dreadlocks. Never forget that. It was a white ninja. It was a white ninja with dreadlocks.
The albino ninja with dreadlocks, and then the son gets cooked, the wife gets cooked, and then Higgin is the main character. He gets cooked, or so they thought they cooked him. He come back to life on the morgue table, so he's about to send his ass in the damn the Ilios
up, get choppy chopped,
and then he comes back to life.
He's an organ donor.
They think it's a medical mystery. He comes back to life, all that stuff. You get the feds in there, the good old boys in there. Mr. Mike Moses and his young partner. I forgot her name. It was like
all I remember is her super tricked out fucking slug bug.
Oh yeah, that's episode 3. But they're there, just like, if you know anything, let me know. They just pronounce him as John Doe. They don't know anything about him. But then he gets in a wheelchair, like, get to see your family one last time, and then he summons up the power not to roll himself into that room for his deceased wife and son. So he's up on the roof. Apparently he does. The ninjas know he's still alive, so they're coming after him. So he does a ninja skill, take a needle out of his arm, and he goes berserk mode. One of the best little berserk scenes we've seen in a minute. He's taking a ninja at the ninja. He fights the albino dreadlock ninja, takes him out.
Tobias?
And Tobias Whale with dreads.
Yeah.
Takes off the mask on agent, and he's just a typical Asian ninja.
He is not, in fact, a white man named Higan. He's not
a Caucasian. He's not a Caucasian ninja. I usually like my
not
ninjas
Tropic
Caucasian.
Thunder, folks. He's not a dude playing a dude playing another dude.
His name is Sasuke.
But yeah. This way, Ninja Kamui after the first episode had the blood, the gore, the action, the great choreography. It was solid. It brought you back to the good old days of Adult Swim. So
yeah,
we gave our sentiment for episode 1. Episode 2 wakes up with hanging in the bed. Got the old man, Catman, in there, just like, every time I see you, beat the fuck up, and then just like, it was gonna take about 5 or 6 days for you to fully recover. He says, I just need to walk, okay? I got to interrogate.
That's him.
And he said, "Oh, use your ninja art." It's like, don't use it again. If you use it again, you're going to die. That's what the needle that he pulled out. His arm is pretty much destroyed. So, the old man.
He had already used it twice, right?
He used it once.
I thought he had used it twice because there was 2 bruises, and he was like, "Oh, you survived the first one."
The first one,
he used one on his arm, and then I thought the other one was to like heal where he got stabbed through.
He said it was dumb luck. He said, "I don't know how I'm still alive." He know he did.
Oh yeah, okay.
He said, "I don't know how I'm still alive."
He did do the arm. He used the arm, but the stab was just dumb luck that he didn't.
In episode 3, they said he used a ninja art to stay alive, which isn't true. But the man gives him the needle. He goes out. He's out for maybe a day. He gets the full use of his body again. And yeah, man, the albino dreadlock ninja hung upside down in chains over there. So he's going to torture him. He's going day after day after day after
Sent that
day.
nigga to Shanker's Island.
Day, just stabbing him repeatedly over and over and over and over, day by day by day. And he said, you know, a ninja will never crack, right? He said, that ain't my problem. I'm gonna keep stabbing you until I get tired. So he starts taunting the ninja albino keeps taunting him like, oh, you're a woman. Yeah, she was angry that I killed her, but the son, yeah, I mean, he went out like a pussy, like I thought. I'm not saying those words verbatim, but
no, but that was the sentence. That was definitely the sentiment. That was the sentiment.
And Hagen pretty much gets tired of it. He's just like, listen, I'm gonna burn their eyes into your memory. Sets him on fire. He's done. He's cooked. And then getting no information on him, Hagen has to go to every safe house these ninjas are known to have, and he fails repeatedly, getting no new information on where they're at.
None.
So he has like 100 fucking burner phones in his bag. He decides to call Mike and tell him, yo, we need to meet up. You know, I'll give you the scoop and talk to you. After that, Mike does meet him with his old Chinese restaurant. He's arguing with the
poor old Chinese owner.
Higgins gets in there and, you know, they do the little.
Donald Glover.
Your man, Mike looking like Murtaugh in there. Hey, you know, the Uber Eats Negroes are picking up orders as they're talking. The third Uber Eats Negroes wasn't there for food. He was there for smoke. Yeah. And then they go in, great fight sequence there. Hagen can use a ninja technique to fucking grow arms that smoke. That was fucking nope. I like that. The Uber Eats assassin was using like Doc Ock technology, just like
Uber Eats assassin.
That was wild.
That is wild.
Yeah, to fight all two of them. Then some the other I think they had a SWAT team from Azuka come in, spray up the place, trying to turn them into Swiss cheese. Throw the RPG
they got the strongest fucking table ever, bro. They have the strongest table ever.
That good oak.
I guess, because those bullets smacked right into it. As a person who has shot a few tables, just for the fun of it, they don't be stopping bullets like that. But don't.
They shoot an RPG in there, and then get up out of there. Mike's still alive. Hagen is still alive. He escapes, leaving Mike alone.
They frame the old man that owns the Chinese restaurant. He goes to jail.
He goes to jail. He wasn't even there.
I was going to say, that nigga left and still ended up going to jail. Now he's a human trafficker and some other shit.
So, that was pretty much episode 2. So I'll go with Watson, see he was hype on this show. What y'all thought? What you think of episode 2?
Listen, after seeing him do the Naruto stuff with the hands and then adding, it's like he had a spirit demon on his back. I thought that was wild because he is actually he matched energy with the guy. What'd you call him? The Instacart boy.
Uber Eats Doc Ock.
Uber Eats Doc Ock is atrocious.
I didn't even know that there was like 2 of them, and I was like, wait. I didn't realize there was 2 of them until they were actually, unalived on the ground. I was like, wait, there was 2 of them that whole time? But he did his Naruto thing, his ninjutsu, and he went to work. But overall, I thought even going into the second episode it's up here. It gradually does this. That's all it's doing right now for me, at least. The stakes keep rising per episode. It makes more sense as we keep going. I like the whole Ninja Punisher. This is calculated, but he kept inserting a knife into this man for days, and the man himself didn't even die. Like, could you imagine being that tough?
I mean, bro, he was albino and had dreadlocks. There was no way he wasn't going to be tough. You think he went around his whole life? You think his life was easy?
Like even
All his
even the
life he had
lawyer
to
guy
fight.
in the first episode was tough. He had a couple knives in his back talking about some. How'd you figure me out? Like, how are you still alive? You got body slammed from the top of a 10-story building to the ground. How are you still alive talking? Like they were all built for it.
They
It's
were.
wild. So that's what I like about it. And they all have to jump. Each and every one of these ninjas that decided to come into this fold of a company. And it shows how legit they are. Like, I put them up there with the Naruto status, especially after seeing that the ninjutsu he was doing.
Listen, Madara called down 2 fucking meteors, Watson.
These are real ninjas.
This nigga called down 2 meteors, bro.
You know, Madara is a bad man. Like,
Ain't nobody turned into a giant gorilla that makes volcanoes yet.
Listen, we could put the homie in Naruto, and I think he'll do just fine.
Nah, you give Rock Lee a 40 and he's beating homeboy's ass. Let's be honest.
Nah.
Yeah, you give Rock Lee a 40, he's taking Higan to the cleaners.
What? Not the king of L's. You think his ninjutsu is better?
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you. Nick, listen. The niggas that beat Rock Lee are anomalies. These are actual factors this nigga is losing to. It's not just willy nilly, but no, he got hands, but he ain't got.
There's a bit more fantasy in Naruto.
Well, duh, niggas are summoning giant animals.
Yeah,
they're aliens.
That's why the reality of Higan's world in a Naruto verse. I think that would be exponential because it's all up here in the mind after that, and based upon your chakra natures.
That nigga get over there and be a regular ass nigga, no chakra.
Probably.
Or he'd be overpowered and end up with chakra cancer. That's how it goes.
He'd be the toothpick nigga from the Leaf.
Oh, the toothpick nigga from the Leaf is crazy.
But I still give it. I'm still.
Don't forget, he completed more missions than Kakashi. So there you go.
Right, true.
The toothpick nigga from the Leaf. What grade do you give it? Watch my bet.
I give it an A up until this point of what you're talking about. I think it's up there on a grade of an A when it comes to, because as simple as it is and as the plot is like it's basic, but I think that's what makes a lot of anime good. It's a basic thing, but there's some twists in there that help as well as when it comes to how it looks. So I would definitely give it an A. I like the story. I like how it's going.
Afro comic.
Okay, when this all first started, I thought maybe we were getting new age anime, Tropic Thunder, white face in abundance. But then we get to the second episode, and I thought maybe we were doing new age anime Rush Hour. You know what I mean? Asian guy, black guy come together as a team, make shit work.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, but no, I don't hate it. I do feel like, okay, everyone's like, oh, he stabbed him a whole bunch of times. And it felt to me almost like Adult Swim was like, they were like, oh, look how edgy we can be in this moment. You know what I mean? Look at how many, he stabbed him for 3 days straight, then he set him on fire. I feel like it sort of, it was more, I don't know if I'd say it was there for the shock value, because it's not like it was overly graphic to where, like, because if you're going to be honest, you stab a nigga that many times, by the time you burn him up, there should definitely be some, like, protrusion of fucking his entrails or fucking, it should be kind of really gnarly. And we got the typical anime blood splatters, but it just, I don't know. Maybe that's the anime elitist in me. It was like, okay, don't try to pander to me with blood and violence. Just give me a good show. But, other than that, I didn't hate it. I giggled when this nigga had a fucking duffel bag full of flip phones. I was like, this nigga, they're not tracing him. He ain't going for it. This nigga stopped at fucking every convenience store between here and wherever he was at, took every flip phone off the shelf, and probably used some kinds of ninja hypnosis to make the fucking cashier ring up a bunch of the cards for him. You guys know. But, No, all in all, fucking so far, the story. We need some development on the backstory. Yes, there needs to be. I think there needs to be some exposition at some point. I'm sure we'll get there. But as far as the second episode goes, I didn't hate it. I probably mid B, maybe a high B if I was on a good day. Nothing too horrible. It was above average, I'd say.
Okay.
But yeah, third episode it opens up basically another ninja's doing a job off from this rich mafia boss. It seemed like fairly easy work. But you know, it goes back to I think it was Azuya. Yeah, Azuya just is the new Amazon of this world. They got technology, they in politics, they in I mean
all over the place.
Everything.
They got the smart cars and the fucking. They got all that shit.
They pretty much got all that jazz. You see the ninja boss go to the old head freak boy in the chair. Every line he said was pause.
It was nasty work.
It was nasty.
Did you guys watch it dubbed or subbed?
I watched it both.
I was gonna say I don't feel like he sounded as nasty in the sub version.
He just everything was pause. He's like, yeah, that was a nice piece of ass there. There's a nice piece of ass.
I'll
have him holding
got a
on.
Napoleon complex. You see how short he was?
He said, I'll have him hold on my leg and ask me to suck it. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was. That's another one of those. I think they were like. I feel like that was another. We want to be edgy. This is Adult Swim moment. You know what I mean? I felt like that was another. They were like, we're gonna bring out this midget, old nigga, got the gray cornrows. He white as hell once again. White as hell with some cornrows. But yeah, and he's a booty warrior. I think it's that plain and simple. He likes him and he wants him.
He is a booty warrior ninja.
I like it, and I won't.
He sees Joe in the picture. He's like, yeah.
Anywhere the hard way. The choice is yours.
He's like, yeah, I need that. Now we introduce a new sector of the show called the Exiles, where the ninjas are killing ninjas. They are corrupt ninjas. But then you had other.
But they were ninjas that got kicked out, weren't they? They were ninjas that left the ninja clan, but now they're killing the other corrupt members of the ninja clans and shit like that.
Yeah, but the old ninja clan that still follow the rules of the ninja ain't jacking it. So they introduced the Reaper, and the Reaper was got rid of him real quick.
Scary nigga.
You're like, this is
any nigga with a mask, you know what it is.
It's my swallow dive. And he's like, you're not gonna survive the second one. I'm like, man, just look in your chest. Whole sword in his chest.
I was just saying, I was like, oh shit. I did feel bad for that dude for half a second because he was hype. He told that nigga, he was like, nigga, I'm of the old school. You new niggas ain't got shit on us. Fucking, this is what it is. And then you just got sword in your chest and you done. Like, we ain't even seen this nigga move. He threw that shit. Listen, in the words of Black Dynamite, not Black Dynamite, fucking Horn, whatever his name was. He threw that shit before he came in the room. He threw that shit before he came in the room, bro.
Then,
and it was over.
They trying to get your man Mike out of here, out the force. He's like, listen, let's lay low till you're retired. Just chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? You're doing too much.
Always trying to keep the black man down. He's just trying to be great at his job and fucking. This can still be rush hour.
The Mike ain't having it, and they team up with the white girl, and then she got us the most tacked out, sportsed out hack punch buggy of all time.
Ever. That's no reason. Every window turns into a TV screen type shit. I was like, oh. I was like, she in the zone. You guys imagine watching Korn on every window of your car?
Oh yeah, her name's Emma. There you go.
Oh, of course, she's a super freak. That name. So
she's a pro hacker, just pro this, pro that. Just and a car gets attacked. Of course, it gets attacked.
She got what's the over under? She got whatever that world's equivalent of an OF is on the side.
Probably a under.
Oh, it's crazy.
Okay. I'm just saying, hey, get it how you live. You got a car that tricked out. You'd be crazy not to film content in it.
So Joe fights a new assassin that comes after. Now he has the Doc Ock's tentacles. So I mean,
he's got the legit Doc Ock tentacles.
He's doing the most, and of course Joe does his ninja art and defeats him. The other thing was they thought he did a ninja art to come back to life. He's like, oh, he's part of the old school type shit.
They were like, this nigga been around.
And then apparently the Elon Musk of this show, the nigga with the fucking glasses on the fucking with the Bluetooth, the boss ninja came up to him and was like, listen, you pull that shit again with the fucking SWAT team, you're done. We're gonna cook you.
We're gonna cook you. It's so crazy.
It was a lot going on in this episode.
You gotta listen.
I think it was a lot going on in this episode and not a lot going on in this episode.
Yeah, it was like a whole lot of it was a whole lot of flash, not a lot of substance.
So why should we think of episode 3, which was like a slower episode? But
even though we got the crazy six arms. They were white this time, I think.
He fought he fought that other guy this time around. You know, I have to rewatch it. It's been a little minute, but this episode, I probably give it a B just because it was slower. But I still, I mean, in my mind, because I'm biased, I'm giving it an A. But if we're going off of the audience,
compared to the other 2 episodes,
you know, I want to be fair because it wasn't the most OMG because we got the same kind of fight the last episode before, but there was more at stake that episode. But they're just more so finding a medium for now. But there's still good action in it. You know, I think the main character himself is very badassery. And he stands on business. That's the only thing he got left to stand on. And there's nothing wrong with that. But everything else is all calculated. And I'm liking the steps he's taking. So I give it a B because it is slower, but overall it is definitely a good action-packed anime about a Punisher, you know, in a ninja version, like Lelouch had put it out there.
Yeah, low-key, he did just sort of get the Punisher backstory after they whacked his family. I didn't think about that, but you're completely right. That's exactly what happened to Frank Castle. That nigga was in the mob. He decided to leave the mob. The mob came and knocked his family off. I mean, switch mob with ninja. Switch the word mob with the word ninja, and that's what happened to He Gone.
The same difference.
So
this episode. Listen, I'm a scumbag at the end of the day. So the midget nigga talking crazy freaky about taking his booty after he beat him, I popped. I was like, at least they're being honest, because I don't believe you get to be a ruthless killer without becoming a nasty nigga somewhere in the process. I feel like that shit just has to go hand in hand. Because I know a lot of hunters, and after you meet, hey, you want to hear a nigga talk crazy, listen to a nigga talking a deer blind, fucking when you're waiting for it. Niggas say the wildest shit ever. I promise. There's just something about
freak man, yeah, that's me.
There's just something about killing shit on a regular basis makes niggas freaky. It just is what it is. And I think that little short man, that short white man with cornrows was a perfect depiction of this. I was here for it. That shit cracked me up. I hope there's more freak nasty characters somewhere in here because there's just.
We're hoping for freak nasty characters.
Always, I'm literally the patron saint of degenerates. I'm always hoping for freak niggas in culture that I'm gonna entertain myself with. But no, as far as a grade goes for this episode, high C, low B. Like I said, a whole lot of flash this episode, not a whole lot of substance. I'm always here for the shock value when it's crude and rude and in nature, though. That's my jam. So, I mean, if they're going to give me more of that, I feel like, once again, it's Adult Swim, and they're leaning into the adult part of it. They're like, we want to show that even though we're popping in on Cartoon Network, that we are still to be taken seriously by the adults. They want to make sure that that TVMA warning they're putting on the TV now is still holding true. They want to make sure that people are going to try and, you don't want your little kids to watch a nigga get stabbed a whole bunch, set on fire, and then some crazy short nigga comes in and talks about freaking SA and the guy that set the other guy on fire. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest.
Got the charges.
Yeah. Hey, he wears that shit like a badge of honor, though. That little dude is not trying to hide his kink at all. He's like, I'm trying to give it to that boy. He's on some Ving Rhames type shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's I think after all it's said and done, it'll probably come down in a grade for me. I just like riding the wave of it.
Do we know how many episodes this is slated for? Is it like a 12 or a 22?
It sounds like a 12, boy.
That's what
I
was
gonna say. Something short, and then you could just replay this in the background because you already know how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's easy. It's easy to turn something like this on. I've already turned it on a few times, so that's why I think it'll be something goated, even though I'm putting the cart before the horse. But,
you know, 2024. It's all about views and numbers, yo. Fucking, as long as people are watching it, they're gonna do it. It is what it is. And if they do it well, I'm all for it. I hope that we get a crazy wave of Adult Swim originals. They're just amazing animes. I would love nothing more than that, because that just means there's more good anime for me to watch. I'm never going to complain about it, but I hope they don't get lost in the sauce of just trying to be like shocking and edgy with it because it's Adult Swim. You guys know how marketing meetings between old white people can go, at least how it's depicted to us. That's some nasty work.
Yeah, second episode, I give it A. Third episode, probably a C, CB. So probably B minus. You could do that, and not to mention beating up the old racist cops in the second episode.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you guys still, what I'm hoping, do I have false hope of this being like anime rush hour though? You guys don't think Higan and Mike are just gonna go on the road together, crashing down on ninjas?
It sounds like it.
Mike ain't crashing down on shit.
Yeah, Mike does not look like he's happy to be dealing with any of that shit. But his heart won't let him quit.
Nah, he's not gonna sit at home and just collect the pension.
I wish I
could. It could be that.
It's
just Higan doing most of the work is all.
Yeah, and protecting Mike.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But Mike's gonna be he's the wily veteran that knows all about the city.
Right.
If anyone's gonna be able to find out where the ninjas are holed up, it's gonna be Mike. Or
even though they're in broad daylight.
But I don't know, Mike. Last time we saw Mike was on a stretcher, yo.
But he also got that partner.
But the car crash at the end, fucking, he just bounced. He made sure the niggas was alive and just left out. He was like, "All right, y'all good?
Remember,
all right, I'm gonna leave."
He got that girl, that partner. She younger, so she might be a key player in there and helping out.
Yeah,
because she knows the tech.
What's it come on Sundays at what?
Midnight.
It's coming on tonight at midnight.
Midnight. Oh no, Saturday's midnight, Sunday morning, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Ninja Kamui. I guess we can do. Did we do Fearing?
No, we haven't.
No, we ain't do Fearing. Shouts out to my girl with the award.
We can do Fearing next. I'm almost done. I'm on episode 23.
That's my heart.
Yeah,
so you do Fearing next. So maybe somebody can't hear it. It came and say the villain of the Bird Cartel. It's this 3-episode rule. We got AfroComedy765. Where they can find you at?
Of course, you can find me at AfroComedy765 on all platforms. You can also catch me on Friday Night You're with Cam talking about wrestling. You know, The Rock giving us the promos of a lifetime right now with the dopest Gucci Versace shirts that fucking probably came from some crazy crypt warehouse. But amazing time in
calling the
wrestling.
whole state of Arizona crackheads. So.
Yeah, he called the whole state crackheads and said fuck Cody Rhodes' story. But of course, you can catch me on Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag. You know the vibe. Something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Florida Watson.
Yo, you can find me at Watson_the Great. I'll be on Roundtable. Welcome to Hollywood, excuse me. Of course, 3-episode rule. And of course, TikTok. We always on the dark continent. You know, sorry for the delays this week. Just making some transitions in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's where you can find me. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Shout out to the TikTok Negroes. There's a lot of those.
Shout out to the TikTok Negroes. But you know, like, share, subscribe, and then with notifications, all that stuff. Yeah. Follow the YouTube channel.
Ring the bell.
Ring the fucking bell. Get us a 1K in this bitch. But you know, we out of here. We're gonna do free run beyond Journey's End. Is that what it's called?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that's what it is. Shouts out to free run. Shouts out to the Broken Wrist Boys.
Shout out to the Broken Wrist Boys.